Welcome back to the program with South Island Farmer of the Year. We're all starting to get pretty excited about that. As a trustee, it's a very exciting thing for you in your life.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting competition. It's a really good opportunity for exchange of innovative ideas and other farms to talk to each other and get around, kick a few sods around and see what the top guys do. So yeah, we're pretty excited about it from the foundation's perspective to relaunch it and just focus on innovation.
You use the word relaunch, and I think that's a very good way of putting it, because it had been pretty low-key, even though the winners and the contestants weren't.
Yeah, the foundation, the Farmer of the Year competition has been a low-key one. It's all about celebrating success and innovation and celebrating what top farmers do. And we took a year off to just look at that and how we could best bring some of those aspects into the competition. In the past, we used to have a different area, a different focus for every year, like dairying or sheep and beef or hill country. This year, our sole focus is on innovation in farming. So any farmer from dairying, sheep and beef, cropping, even a pig farmer.
Doesn't matter what you're doing with land use.
Doesn't matter what you do, and if you're a manager as well, you can enter the competition. What we're looking for, though, is contestants who can demonstrate an innovation that provides a measurable result to the bottom line and is something that's, that can be replicated. And,
I guess communication of what they're doing to other people would be important as well, Ben.
A field day is hosted on the winner's property. Certainly that's often been a reason that some people haven't entered the competition. We'd ask contestants not to be frightened of that, but we do like them to be able to communicate at some stage, but it's something we can help them with if they're frightened of that side of it.
Well, the thing is that you can train people. I mean, it's just a case of nerves and it's an hour of your life, isn't it?
Well, the opportunities that the past contestants say have opened up to them for entering the competition and for winning it have been immense. And one case, the Hancocks from Southland, since they've won the competition, they've brought a couple more farms, and they attribute a fair part of that to being involved in winning the competition.
So your recommendation is obvious as a trustee, but your recommendation is get in there, because even if you don't win, you're going to learn lots.
Yeah, get in, get your entry in there. Even the entering process clarifies how you go about doing things on the farm. It helps your thinking. And then being involved in the competition, in the judging, you get to meet different people and win in the finals, and you get amongst a community of farmers who are innovative, who are always pushing the boundaries, they're asking questions, and some of the top educators as well in the farming community.
And you know about competitions because of the Balanced Environment Awards that you've done pretty well in, so, and you're always learning, aren't you?
You're always learning every time, and if someone asks you a question, you say, oh, I never thought of that. Yeah, is that why we do this? Yeah, and so that's all, yeah, good stuff.
Exactly. Briefly, on your own property, you're putting in a centre pivot in the gorge. I mean, it's pretty big step. Yeah, at home it is a big change for our system. We've got a couple of centre pivots up waiting for water in the spring, and they're irrigating shingle country. It's a real change to our farming system, and it's a challenge, and it's interesting to try and learn about a different system and to try and work out how we're going to pay the bills once we've got them up and running. Yeah, but they're not cheap, are they, to get established? But apparently the payback is pretty quick, or can be.
It can be. In this one, it's a gravity scheme, Rob, so we don't have those high annual charges with pumping water, which makes it a bit easier. And also, one of our holes in our feed supply has been in the late summer, autumn, and this will help to fill that hole, which adds to the farm.
You're way up in the gorge, so I guess, is there any sort of chance of power being generated on this gravity feed thing?
Well, it's quite an interesting scheme. There's Main Power's putting a generating power station in. We're taking water from the slopes of Mount Hutt. They'll run it through a penstock line for 300 vertical metres of head. The power station will generate about 1 megawatt of energy, and then we can gravity from there to irrigate our flats. And so it's a really good example of power
and irrigation working together.
Brilliant. Well done, and you could enter yourself if you were a trustee. Thank you very much indeed, Ben.